Hello, my fellow Outcome Memories players. This video is just going to be me comparing 2011X to Kolossos. And I gotta say this. Kolossos just sucks because his charge legit sucks. Now, I may be this much of a skill issue, but I find 2011X funner to play as than Kolossos. Whenever I try to go after Knuckles and Eggman, they will use the counter to punish me out of my charge. Now, here's the thing. Kolossos is pretty slow since he got a big spike arm on him. And when you need to catch up to both of them, you're gonna need charge to save some extra time, but even if we're able to bait out their counter, missing your charge will result in you being slow, which is a pain for me since I don't like being a slow guy. And for Eggman, he has a jetpack boost, which can send him miles away. And that makes Kolossos more of a M1 and grab-reliant execution. And I find Eggman very annoying to deal with as Kolossos. And like, dude, why is block placed back here? My fat, chubby fingers are too lazy to bend backwards. It's also so hard to hear a Sonic drop dash since I'm immersed in chasing a cream. It just makes me want to rip their heads off. And I get it. Grab can bypass Eggman's shield. But I'm just saying charge is so useless against Knuckles and Eggman. And like everyone can just avoid this charge. All you have to do is go to a solid wall or just go up a spring in Kolossos. We'll just hit a wall like an idiot and we'll have to restart chase. It also doesn't help that some maps have collision problems. Like I keep bumping into a feeble little torch that I should be able to run over but stops me for no good reason. Now for Kolossos passives, I feel like the unstoppable passive doesn't even work at times. I get it, like the more time I get stunned, the longer I'm faster. But in actual gameplay, that barely happens unless or in a team where everyone happens. To be competent and knows what to do and chain stun you for 26 seconds, that barely happens. And mainly the one that is stunning you is Sonic. Now to his climbing passive. Oh bro. I'm gonna hold your phone for this, but this thing is so wonky, especially on mobile. It feels so weird to use on mobile. Most of the climbing spots barely work too. Like the new map's climbing spots are really weird. That's about all complaints I have for Kolossos. Now before we start comparing 2011X to Kolossos, check this out. It's 329. BTW Knuckles started with 120 HP. They really need to nerf Tripwire, bro. Alright, let's go and compare with 2011X. So after the update, 2011X feels faster and stronger. It made him start moving like King Von Bro. Like it suddenly feels like he owns the block now. It feels like he is the 2011X. All of this is coming from a 2011X main, just to let you know. I guess it was to prevent down confirms, who knows. And unlike Kolossos, getting stunned at least benefits you since you get rage over time. Although he does struggle to keep up with Amy still, which is an easy fix. Just tunnel them first round. Nah, I'm just joking, but I would do that. Now King 2011X can actually bait out Eggman and Knuckles counter, and he gets 0 consequences for that. And Knuckles counter lasts up to 5 seconds or so. And 2011X charge lasts about 8 seconds, I think. So you can still punish Knuckles. And if a Sonic is drop dashing at you, you could just use God's trickery or invisibility to completely just dodge Sonic's drop dash. He is also fast because he doesn't have a big spike arm on him, and he has a shorter M1 cooldown instead of 1 second. He may not be good at crowd control, but Rage does the job fine. He also got plenty of techs like Invis Tech, Invis Jump Tech. There's still more, but I don't know what to call them. And if he really needs to catch up to either of them, he can just use invisibility. I'm telling you, you gotta try this guy out. Now I'll move on to their pros and cons. Now for Kolossos, I'll start with his pros first.